Go. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on a Friday night. Like
Woohoo!
Emily said, we're going to keep this short and sweet and just give you all the best things about this so that you can make an informed decision for yourself, like we did recently. We're so excited about it. Our team is growing like wildfire. I feel like I knew or I felt like this was going to be the next big thing, but you never fully know. And then when I launched my segment of this business just 3 weeks ago, it has been blowing up. And I just feel like people are ready for a fresh opportunity that is different from other things in the industry. So we're going to get into all that. But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Greta Drager, and I started in this industry in 2012. I was staying home with my babies at the time. I think they were 2.5 and one, probably. They're teenagers now, which is crazy. But I was working for an incentive travel management company, which is funny because now we go on all those incentive trips and it's been full circle in that way. But I used to stay home and I'd wake up at 3 in the morning and I would book airline tickets until my kids woke up, which was like by the grace of God, 5:30 or 6. So I had like a chunk of hours in the morning where I could book as many airline tickets as I could. People going to all these dream destinations that their job was taking them to. And I did that for a while. And then I didn't even know what network marketing was, you guys. This girl in a mom's group that I started um, was part of this other brand that ended up being the very first company that I joined. But I didn't even know what it was. I was like, what is she doing? Why is she always talking about this on her Facebook? Because all we had was Facebook back then. And I was like, how does she make money doing this? And I was kind of like, that's weird. But then like the more that I saw her doing it, I was like, could I do that? I don't even know. I like explain this to me. And we kind of went back and forth for a really long time. And then I was like, you know what? Like if I'm gonna learn something or get into something, it might as well be something that makes me some money. So like I'm a smart girl. I could figure this out. If she could do this, I could do this, right? I didn't know that there were so many different companies that you could join and that some compensation plans were better than others. And I didn't know that some product lines were better than others, or companies had been around longer, or they were antiquated, or they were new and startups and risky. I knew nothing. All I knew was this girl worked for this specific company and she was making money. And I was like, show me how to do it. I had a leadership rank in that company in my first 90 days, which was crazy considering I was just ignorance on fire. I had no clue what I was doing. And in 2 years, I hit the top rank of the company and I became one of their top income earners. And that was sort of at the point where I was like, okay, I feel like I've done everything that I can do here. Now I actually do know a lot more about this industry and I do understand that there's more competitive pay or more product lines that are easier to sell or a little bit more inclusive that everyone felt like they could sell. And that's when my second company kind of graced the scene. And I was like, wait, that's going to be big. That's what I want to go do. So I resigned as a top leader in my first company. Um, and I joined the company that I met Emily in. And in my first 6.5 months there, I hit the top rank of that company. And from my very first year there until I left this month, I was in the top 10 income earners. So a good 7 year run in the top 10 income earners category. I went on tons of trips with them. I earned two different cars with them. But what was the most rewarding part about it for me was I could find people who were in the place that I was when I needed something to desperately work for me, and I could help them do it. And that felt so good to me because I knew when I first started, I was actually in the process of getting divorced when I launched my first company as well. And so I just remember how badly I needed something to work for me. And had I not had a mentor and a coach in my first business, I don't know if I would have succeeded. And so to me, it's so much about paying that forward because I was a single mom for 10 years. I just got married last year. And so I just understand what it's like. And I also understand the power of this industry and how transformative it can be if someone is there to teach you and you're willing to learn and do what it takes to get really good at this. So when Farmasi kind of crossed my path, that's why we're all here tonight to talk about that. When that kind of crossed my path, I was like, wait, I think I like hello, do I have a knack for like figuring out what the next big thing is going to be? Because I feel like I might. So I joined my first company right on the cusp of it exploding. I joined my second company right on the cusp of it exploding. And I saw pharmacy and I was like, this is going to be big. And to me, that means this is going to be big for a whole new wave of people. I had been telling Emily recently I was going to retire. I was really at the point where I was like, I'm tired. I've made my money. I just kind of want to like figure out maybe what else there is for me in this world. Like maybe I could just like take a step back and figure out something else, but I was truly going to just retire. And then I kind of felt like that was a betrayal in a weird way. I was like, there's still people out here that need opportunities, and I'm really good at teaching them how to do it. And if I just stepped away, like I made my money and I leave, like that didn't feel right to me. And so it all kind of aligned at the same time. I'm going through these feelings. I find pharmacy. Friends of mine joined that business. They were killing it already in their first couple of weeks. And I was like, okay. And Emily and I had been talking too, like, we'll just know. Like we had said to each other so many times, like, we don't know what we're gonna do. We're not even actively looking. But when it crosses our path, we'll just know, right? Like we've always known before. And that's kind of what happened. So we're really excited to kind of go over the more detailed information about pharmacy with you guys tonight, but that's sort of a little bit about me. We could do the next slide and I'll kind of talk to you a little bit more about this opportunity. So, like I was saying, this is a ground floor opportunity. We've been in the United States for only 5 years, in Canada for only 3, but they've not focused on a North American build out yet. And that's what's starting right now, like a real focus on North America and on building out leaders and on growing the brand here. What's really cool about it, though, is we are already a well-established company. We're considered a heritage company. They're on their third generation of owners. So it was started by a grandfather. That's who Dr. C. Tuna is. That's the name that you'll see on our hair care and our skin care. And then his son, and then his sons. So now it's run by brothers, his grandchildren, and it's valued at over $1 billion. They've been in direct sales for 10 years now, but like I said, more recently in the United States. So they have the foundation. So it's not like a startup because like I was kind of saying earlier in the call, like startups are risky. They just are. No matter what it is, it's risky, not just in this industry, but in all of them. But they know how to do this and they know how to run this, and they've been doing it for 10 years. We just kind of get the opportunity to jump into something that's already been well seasoned, and now we're ready to run with it. So it's a debt-free company. We have over 250 products, and they do new launches every month. So there's always something to get really excited about. We're actually the number one direct sales company in Turkey. That's where everything is based. There's a 5 million square foot facility. They actually call it its own city. It's called Farmasi. And when you reach, I think it's the fourth or fifth rank in the company, they actually take you on an elite luxury trip to Turkey, like business class flights, all your food, all the things they want to take you there to see their distribution centers and how everything is made and how everything works. And it's actually really cool. So we're in over 39 countries. We have a $30 million new campus in Miami that I just got to tour earlier this month. I was going to say earlier this year. This month feels okay. It could have been a year, and we've got a lot going on. But it was just a couple weeks ago. It is a beautiful facility. One of the things that's really cool about it is it's really high tech. So a lot of times people ask us how they're able to make the product so affordable, but also so good. Because it's like, how is it this good? But how is it this inexpensive? Like, how is the price point that accessible, but the products are this good? One of the reasons is the company is so high tech. So, a lot of like the picking and the sorting and the boxing, that's all robotic there. It's actually really neat to see. And then everything is made in Turkey, where the, price to create things and manufacture things is just a little bit cheaper. They also are involved in the entire process. So they're not outsourcing anything, like the raw materials, the packaging, absolutely every single thing they do in-house. And it's also a really sustainable operation. They have solar, which provides 80% of their electricity to Farmasi, the big facility. Yeah, and they have wells for their own water. It's a really cool thing. If you want to learn more about it, we can get into all of that. But where we're headed is the plan is to be the number one direct sales company in the world. And they've laid the groundwork for it. They have the vision for it. And we're really excited to be a part of it because if Emily and I know anything, even after these first 3 weeks, this is going to be really big. And we're just really, really excited about it. So I'm going to hand it to Emily. She'll tell you a little bit about her and we'll go over some of the product stuff too.
Yes. What's up? I'm Emily, and I am, let's see, I joined the industry in 2017. I'm like, what did I do? Tell me more about me. I have 5 kids, guys. Today, I was at the doctor with 2 children who were getting strep throat tests, swabs. They were both positive, by the way. And then I get a text from our babysitter that our 5-year-old had busted his face open and needed stitches. And I was like, cool, 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 cool. So I got home and then was like, I got to go to a Zoom. Good luck with that to my husband, who is now somewhere with all 5, hopefully getting stitches for the child. It's just, listen, I've got a lot going on. And for people who say, like, oh, I don't know if I have time, and I'm just like, I probably do. So I started with another company where I met Greta, and in 7 months, I earned a Cadillac. I had no clue what I was doing, and I was just like Greta, where my heart was with the people who were not influencers, who were just looking to make extra income, and who I wanted to prove that we could do this. And so I actually started doing these boot camps for all people, lots of people in my own company, because they would send me messages and say, how do you do this? How do you do this? And I was like, I can't keep answering these questions. So I did these boot camps where I would just train people on how to go live, I mean, very basic stuff, how to, um, how to have a good mindset for business, all of these things. And so I loved that part of it. I had so much fun. It was like the thing that lit me up the most inside. And then it wasn't anymore. And Greta posted something yesterday that I want to call attention to. She said, I'm going to probably get it wrong. It was something like when you're in alignment with where you're supposed to be and you're in the right environment, um, the resistance that you're going to get is a lot lower. And I was like, oh, for FFS, guys, is that's the truth if I've ever heard anything. I know now that I was always supposed to be here. And the reason that I was always supposed to be here is because I was always meant to work with Greta, I believe. Oh no, you guys can't hear me. Shoot. What is going on? Okay.
Speak a little louder.
I'm going to talk louder. Is that
Lean
better?
in. I'm like,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, that's better
Okay.
actually.
Okay, I'm gonna talk louder. So, okay, I started working with Greta, and Greta was. Let me try unplugging. Is it because I'm charging? I need the little pink
It
microphone.
does. Oh, Michelle, I love you for saying that.
What'd she say? The little pink microphone will
Yeah.
not. I need this. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you one.
Oh, okay, great. So I was always meant to work with Greta, I believe, and I do believe 1000% that who you're working with and who you're aligning with really matters. And I know that they say it doesn't, right? You should be able to create anything under any environment with any people. Not true, in my opinion. You need the right environment, you need the right people, and you need the right opportunity. Not all places are created equal. Not all environments are created equal. Not all leaders are created equal. And so that is 1000% what I have found in this company. And to be totally honest with you guys, I was DONE done. I said to Greta, I cannot be passionate about another MLM. I do not have it within me. Let's do a podcast instead. Let's not do this MLM road because I don't have it in me. And she was like, yeah, but this place is about to explode. And if we don't hop on, we're going to watch it explode with our little podcast. So I went with Greta because it was Greta. I knew nothing about the company, and I just trusted that if she was leaving with her massive paychecks, because she had made, Greta, what did you had made $8 million?
In money, they made $8 million.
Okay, so if she's gonna leave a company with those paychecks, she was still number 10 when she left, number 10 income earner. If she's leaving because she found something that was gold. She's not just gonna peace out on those checks. And so I was like, well, I'll go with Greta because I love Greta, but I'm not, I'll never be passionate again. And like maybe I'll like sell some mascara. I don't know, but it was never going to happen for me ever again. And I knew that. And then I started to learn from Greta and Bianca about how this was different. And we're going to tell you more about how it's different. But once I started to really understand that this environment is, this is where this is the okay you know the people who when you're in another company or whatever and you see these people sign on and you're like, oh man, I wish I could have gotten in when they got in, and I wish I could have done what they did. And that's this right now. And I'm telling you, I know this to be true. I've signed on 35 beauty influencers under me in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. I have hit director in less than 2 weeks. And I'm gonna earn a trip to Turkey. Greta just earned it. And I'm like, my mind is absolutely blown, but it's because I'm finally where I'm supposed to be and I'm working with the people I'm supposed to be working with. So let me tell you about the products because a lot of people want to know about the products, and that's smart. You need to be working with really good products. The EU, European Union, has high, high, high standards for products. Okay. They outlaw 1,300 ingredients. The US outlaws 39. Canada outlaws something like, I think it's like 400 and something. So still not anywhere near as many. And because these are made in Turkey, they don't have a choice. They have to get made. They have to abide by the EU standards. The other thing is, like Greta was saying, we own everything in house. So the fact that we own the raw materials, guys, it's called Farmasi because our giant compound has farms where they farm ingredients. There's this video. I will send it to you. Anyone who wants to see this, let me know. I will send you this video. It's so cool. It's like you're like, what? It's like a little mini town with farms and robots making products. And I mean, and he's like, and here's our farm to table restaurant. You have a restaurant? He's like, here's our lodge. Pardon? Like, anyone can come stay here for free if you're with the company. I'm coming. Hi, I would love to come to your lodge, sir. How cool is that? It's just so neat. So, because we are so in control of everything, the water, the solar, the raw materials, the plastics, everything, the quality control is high. Okay. And the products are more affordable also. Now, this is huge. This has been huge for my team. It is hard to sell products that you have to over explain. Bianca said this the other day. I thought it was chef's kiss. She's like, when you're selling high priced items, people have high expectations. And so when they get that, they want their life to change. Oh, I'm going to buy an oil for $80. This better change my life. Okay. When they get ours, they're like, I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's fine. And then they start using it and they're like, whoa, this is so good. There are so many of our products that are better than the ones at my previous company that are 3 times more expensive. That's huge. It's sellable and they work. They're so good and they're clean. Let's see. We have makeup, we have skincare, we have hair care. our nutrition, I'm not even a nutrition person and I'm becoming a nutrition person all of a sudden. You guys, I'm going to be like, I'm going to have one of those stories where it's like, I lost 100 pounds because I actually want to use this stuff. It's good, it works. There's things I want to take. It's not just like horse pills, it's like a B12 spray. Yes, I will do that. And household, we even have toothpaste, you guys. You know how many comments I'm getting on my teeth? So many. Okay, we don't have heavy metals. That actually is really big to me because there's a lot of products that don't test on animals. There's a lot of products that no longer have parabens, SLS, all those things. But heavy metals is something that not a lot of companies can claim. And the fact that we don't have heavy metals is massive. All right, Greta, I'm going on to the next slide.
How it works. Okay, here's what happens when you join the team. You get plugged in, you're going to have access to our trainings. That looks like this, but it's a training call on Zooms mostly, and all of our resources when you enroll. So that looks like team chats. Our uplines, Bianca and Isa, have an app called School, and within that app, they have it's kind of like a modules of trainings, and it's called More Than Business. And in there is endless trainings on mindset, on developing your brand, your personal brand, social media training, all kinds of stuff that you can learn from kind of at your own pace in those modules. There's also the Glow Academy, which you can do in your own back office, and that's going to teach you all about the company, the products, anything that you would need to know. And you also just have the support of us. And I think having that layered leadership is so, so important because we really have like a powerful lineage of leaders. It's Emily and me, and then Bianca. Isa Sanchez is about to hit the third from the top rank in the company. She's been doing this for 3 months. And then above her is Jimena Atkins, who is also about to reach, I think, third to the top of the ranks. She's also been doing this for 3 months. And then above her is the number one income earner. So it's just like boom, 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 lots of driven women who are really, really good at this. So that excites me. So
Well,
you get plugged
I just
in.
have to come in here, Greta. The fact that you're saying that they hit it in 3 months, guys, this isn't 5 years ago they hit this rank. They're hitting it now. They're getting to the
Yeah,
top of the comp plan right now with
yeah,
the post-COVID world.
yeah. That's a really good point because that is a big deal. I need to move this over. So all this really looks like, you guys, is you share the products. You're going to learn about them. You're going to order whatever it is that interests you. Whenever people tell me like, "Oh, what should I get?" I'm like, think about what are you actually going to like to use, and what do you think that you would be able to show people on social media? And for some people, they're like, oh, that's the supplements. Oh, the protein. I could do that easy. Oh, I'm a makeup girly. I'm a skincare girly, whatever it is. We have so many different categories. So I really feel like everyone can kind of find their niche within the company pretty easily. So you're just going to try the products and you're going to help people determine which ones might be for them. And again, all that product training is included. Online ordering, you guys don't have to carry any inventory. This is big. I do feel like this, maybe it's 50-50. I was going to say it might be an outdated notion in a lot of companies, but I still see new ones popping up where you have to pay out of pocket for all of your inventory, house all of that inventory, and then cross your fingers and hope that those particular things that you decided to order will sell. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. You send people a link, a shoppable link. They click on it, they add whatever they want to their cart, and it gets sent to them. And it's as easy as that. So you do not have to carry any inventory. And then you just share the opportunity, whether that be in social settings or on your social media, however you kind of want to do it. Some people do parties. We actually have a little thing in our back office where you can set up hostess kind of stuff for parties and stuff like that. It's really just word of mouth, and it's sharing it and it's being excited about it. Our team operates mostly on social media. And if that's something that you're like, oh, I don't know, we'll teach you. So that's kind of part of it too. And then commissions, you earn 50. This, I always have to say this like very articulately. 50, just to make sure you don't think I'm saying 15. It's 50% commission. And you can be paid within 72 hours of every personal sale that you make. So if someone goes on your website and orders $100, $50 is loaded into your pay portal within the next 72 hours. And then we get our bonus pay on the 10th, but they also usually pay that early and it's usually around the 6th. But 50% commission in this industry is unheard of. And here's the reason why, I mean, obviously it's an impressive number. They're giving you half, which is crazy. Most companies pay about 15%. And I always have people think about like my Amazon storefront, I think it pays 2%. And then there's like certain days where it's like a higher percentage, and that percentage is like still less than 10%. It's actually crazy. Like to know it, you're making pennies when you are spending all of that time curating your like to know it. It's absolutely pennies. And we're just living in a period of time where it is a normal thing when someone says, "Where'd you get that lip gloss? What kind of hair care are you using? What was that dry shampoo?" You shoot them a link over and they shop from your link and you get money loaded into your account. It really truly is the absolute best. No company pays like this. And by the way, it starts at 50. You can actually earn up to 75% as you earn your way through the comp plan. And another really cool thing, I might be skipping ahead a little bit, but sometimes there's kind of two key scenarios here. There's leaders who have been asking me about joining this business. And the thing that's really great for it about people who are already developed leaders is duplicating is so much easier. And then for the people who are like, I've done network marketing before, I could never get anyone to join my team. Like I could make sales, but I could never get people to join my team. Don't you think it would be easier to get them to join your team if instead of having to talk them into a kit of some kind that's 200, 300, 799, whatever it is, you get to instead of saying you need this kit and here's why and don't worry, I know maybe those products aren't even going to work for you, but you could give them away, like whatever it is that you have to do, like jump through hoops to convince people that they need this kit. Instead, what if you were able to say, you'll get half off your order today if you joined my team and signed up as a beauty influencer. Wouldn't that be easier? So leaders are looking at this and they're saying, my team will be able to duplicate so much easier. And then people who are like, I've tried this, no one ever joins me. Those same people are like, wait, that makes a lot of sense. Of course, it would be easier to get people to do this with me when instead of trying to get them to do something, I can offer them half off their purchase that they were going to purchase anyway if they also get a business kit. So that's really exciting to me. I feel like there's just been individual success stories on my team already that I'm really excited about because of that key component, and it really is a big deal.
Yeah, the duplication is crazy because, of course, people want the products, and then you say, "Do you want 50% off?" Oh, you do? Okay.
Right.
Oh, oops, I went too far. Ah. Okay, so guys, I just want to talk to you about my favorite part of this particular company. Well, actually, the 50% is pretty good. However, this is really cool. So we have the ability to make what is called hot lists. They're like we go into our back office and it's so easy. So my friend the other day was like, I'm looking for something for under eye circles and like lightening my under eyes. Oh, and I'm looking for what was it, collagen. And I was like, okay. So I just went on my app, which by the way, the app is free for everyone. The website's free for everyone. That's not true in a lot of companies. And so I go on my app and I said, create hot lists. And of course, you make it their name to make them feel special. And it's like Emily's, under eye circle solutions. And then go on and I choose, boop, 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 boop. These are the things she wants. I shoot it over to her. And she was like, you just did that in 5 seconds and it says my name. And I'm like, yeah, isn't that cool? And when they get that hot list, they can go add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, boom. So getting customers on board and showing them what you suggest for them is so easy. It's insane. And this is something you can do from your phone in, like I said, very little time. The other thing is, you don't have to explain customer programs. Oh my gosh, hallelujah. No, you don't have to pay 20 bucks to get started. No, you don't. Like, you can literally send your website. You don't have to do a hot list. It's great because it shows them that you care about them. But you can shoot a website and they can go shopping on their own. And then guess what? At the end in their cart, it'll say, hey, do you want to put one item on subscription? Because if you do, then you'll get 25% off everything and free shipping over 40 bucks. If not, no big deal. I don't even tell people. Greta and I don't tell people about this. People are like, what's preferred customer? And I'm like, oh, it's like 25% off if you want to. You don't have to. And some people do and some people don't. But half the time, people are coming to me going, wait, hold on. What's your discount? I'm like, I was trying to just send you the website, make you a customer, but I guess I'll tell you about the business too. And then they end up signing up for the business, aka 35 beauty influencers in, I think it was like 12 days I did this. So it's wild. These hot lists are amazing. As you can see on the slideshow here, the order total is 306. You get 130, so it's half, and that is deposited into your account within 72 hours. So all of your customer stuff. You don't have to have any PV to get paid on customer sales. None. You can have zero, and you make a sale for 20 bucks, you're going to get 10, period. The only time you have to have PV is to get paid on your downline, on the people that you're bringing in as beauty influencers, which of course you want to do also if you're building that way. But that's also extremely achievable. The other thing I just have to mention, because I think this is freaking crazy, and I keep saying how different this is. You want to know different? There's no annual renewal fee. There's no fees, no website, no app, no annual renewal, no sales requirements, no quotas, no nothing. No nothing. The only thing you have to do to stay as a beauty influencer and continue to get your 50% off, your 50% commissions, and all the perks is 125 in volume over a 6-month period. So that's whether you purchase 125 or you sell 125 in personal volume, 125 in a 6-month period. Bank account, yeah, it goes straight into your bank account. Because let's not make it more complicated than it needs to be. All right, so Greta is going to tell you about these beauties.
These are the different kits to start. Me and Emily were just actually laughing about this because honestly, aside from the big Whopper kit, that big one in the corner is $500. Um, People are either getting that one because they want to get everything, or the other way that you can do this is you can just shop. And if it's over 125, you can add a $20 business kit, which is like a sample box. Oh, I wish I had it here. I do have one in the kitchen. It's a $20 sample box. You add that to anything that you want to put in your cart. If it's over 125, you're going to get half off when you check out, and you're a beauty influencer. So explaining that to people, like I was saying before, is also really easy. Otherwise, sometimes people will get, if you get one of these prepackaged kits, they're actually a better value than shopping individually and picking all the things that you want. You're getting an even bigger discount on the things. But if these aren't particular things you want, you can do it that way. Or people are getting one of these little kits and then they're adding on more things with their discount at the end too. So it's really, really simple to get started. Again, you can either shop for whatever you want as long as it's over 125 at checkout, add a $20 kit, or get one of these kind of mega packs and get a little bit more bang for your buck.
And we will just briefly tell you, because there's no way for us to even begin to describe the amount of systems in place. There's no way. I can't, we'll be here all night. The amount of training that we have, our uplines, Bianca and Issa, started this platform to sell for quite a bit of money to show people how to essentially be influencers on social media and how to do business. And instead of selling it to us, because we're their downlines, we get it for free. And it is worth it. I can't even explain to you. This alone is
So
worth
good.
everything. It's worth everything. So you
Mhm.
get so much for just joining our team and not anyone else's. No, but truly, our team is incredible. And we are, Greta, is this true? We are the fastest growing team in the company.
That the company's ever had. So not even just currently, but of all time. We're just dominating.
Oh,
But this app also has the monthly content calendar in it. So you can see like every Monday night there's going to be an opportunity call. Every Thursday night there's an onboarding call. You'll always know what's there for you to tune into and what you can plug people into as well. So there's always things going on. So you never have to kind of feel like you're on your own in it.
yeah. And you can attend as much as you want, not attend. You can go as hard as you want, not go. I understand what it feels like to be burnt out. And if you've been doing network marketing and you are burnt the F out, trust us when we say we get it, we've been there. Don't get too far ahead of yourself and saying, I'm not going to do much. You will feel different when you're in a different environment. This is different. Things are different. 50% off, you know. I just got a direct message from Aaron that says, and in Canada, you can join for free. There's no starting fee.
True. That's true. You don't have to have a business pack at all. You can start for free in Canada. That's
Enough.
pretty crazy. They have different regulations than us, but yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think like just addressing the burnout. I was saying this on my stories the other day, but I was like, you only get burned out when you're putting a whole lot of effort into something that's not boomeranging back to you in any positive way. Like you don't get burned out when you're succeeding and when people are ordering from you and you're getting like bing, bing, checks deposited into your bank account. You don't get burned out when that's happening. You get burned out when you're spinning your wheels and you're just like, oh my gosh, like what else could I be doing? And I feel like that's one of the things that's really exciting about this because we have such affordable products. Sales are just easier, but we're making more money than we would be selling more expensive products at less commission. So think about selling $100 of product, you make 15 bucks somewhere. You sell $100 of product here, you make 50. Like obviously that's basic math. I'm sure you all could have figured that out for yourselves, but it doesn't matter that the products are less expensive because more people are likely to try them from you. It's really cool.
We just got asked if the 50% is only for the US. No, that's everywhere except UK and Peru, which is 30%. And that's due to their laws, not because of us.
Yeah.
So don't get mad at us. But yeah, listen, you're working less and getting more. That's what it boils down to. I'm not going to sit here and say you can become a millionaire by doing nothing because that's BS and you know it. But I'm working less, I'm having more fun, and I'm getting paid more. And that's because I'm in a different environment and this comp plan rocks. And we have uplines and systems that you can literally just make everything click, click, click and easy. And that's how it should be. And Bianca says all the time, I want you guys focused on doing, oh, yeah, okay. I want you guys focused on doing the part that's fun, not on having to like convince people and come up with things. And you're not going to have to do that here because we don't have any of that nonsense here. So, anyway, I'm sorry you guys couldn't hear me very well today. Oh, Brazil is 32. Okay, okay, okay. Brazil, Peru, UK is 30%, but US, Canada, and everywhere else is 50. So,
I thought for a second you were going to name those 39 countries.
oh, absolutely. You guys, and here's the thing, I'm going to be really honest with you. I know nothing. Like poor Greta because
Yes, you do. You're getting there. We're learning as we go. It's been great.
I'm getting there. And she told me about Chat GPT. So now I'm like, okay. And I just need Greta to tell the story. You don't have to say the name of the other company, but just tell them about the Chat GPT, your friend.
I had a girl join my team recently. This was like 8 days ago because she said she was deciding between this company and another company that kind of is new on the scene. And she asked Chat GPT which one she could make more money at and why. And Chat GPT told her Farmasi and gave her like a long list of reasons. And she was like, I've decided I'm joining your team because Chat GPT told me to. And I was like, what? And she was saying, I asked it the difference between this company and that one, and it gave me all the reasons why I needed to be here. And I was like, that's amazing.
Even Chat GPT knows, you guys. The truth is though, it's all up to you and what you want to do, but this is a rocket ship. We're taking off and you're going to either watch it happen from the sidelines and then you're going to be like, remember that call I was on and I didn't join, or you're going to be with us. Either way, there's not a lot to lose. You're just going to get 50% off some really amazing products. So I mean, it's time to get back your energy. It's time to get back your sparkle. Greta and I, we've talked about this. We just wanted our sparkle back. And guess what? It's back.
It's so exciting. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing part of your Friday night with us. Get back to the person who invited you to tune in and chat with them a little bit more or drop them a line and tell them that you're ready. And we look forward to welcoming you all to the team soon.
Yes, absolutely. We cannot wait. All right. We love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.